Hello, welcome to our First Alert Fastcast from our WBAY newsroom, and I'm going to update you on some of the stories we're working on ahead of our 10 p.m. newscast. So getting right into some local news here at the De Pere School Board meeting that happened tonight. We actually have a reporter out there right now. They just voted 5-1 to pass a 5-year operational referendum that will now go on the ballot in April. This is something we covered earlier this morning. The operational referendum is asking for $4.75 million per year for 5 years. This money would fund things like personnel, academic and support staff salaries, extracurricular activities, utilities, technology, and security. We told you in December that the school district laid out a timeline for a number of referendums, including putting the operational referendum on the April ballot, plus breaking a capital referendum into 2 questions. The capital referendum, seeking $22 million over 20 years for critical maintenance, is expected to go on the November 2024 ballot. That would support renovations, blacktop repairs, new HVAC systems, and roofs on several schools. Another capital referendum for enrollment growth would go on the April 2026 ballot. That referendum would build a new high school if approved. So this operational referendum is the first of 3 that passed tonight, and our reporter Holly Brantley will have more on this. She was there tonight and will bring you everything you need to know at 10 p.m. And now we're going to move on to some new information we received from the Department of Justice today. Bringing it here. An Appleton woman is being charged with producing and distributing child sexual abuse material. The criminal complaint says that 38-year-old Charlotta Belgium produced the materials between December of 2021 and June of 2022. Prosecutors claim she shared them with a man in Texas over the internet as part of a fetish website centered around child sexual abuse. Belgium faces a mandatory 15 years in federal prison with up to 15 more if she's convicted. She could also be fined up to $250,000. So you'll hear more on that tonight on our 10 p.m. newscast. And now we're going to turn it over to our meteorologist, David Ernst. Ooh,
Good evening.
Hold on, just one moment here. Sorry, get rid of that screen here. Here we go. Well, we've got a lot happening with the weather tonight and a lot that people should know about.
Yes, that is very true. We've been talking about this storm system really for about a week at this point. Meteorologist Keith Gibson was giving you the first alert on this last Monday on New Year's Day. And fast forward, here we are. It's now a first alert weather day for Tuesday with that heavy snowfall expected. We are going to see things stay quiet through the evening hours. But as we work our way past midnight and into Tuesday morning, we will see that heavy wet snow begin to arrive. So for that reason, our severe weather outlook is in the high category, and we will see widespread 4 inches of snowfall anticipated, looking at the potential for up to 10 inches in some localized spots. Wind gusts could be around 40 miles per hour. So we will be watching for this heavier snowfall to start developing over the course of tonight and then continue for a good part of the day tomorrow. In fact, I would say the heaviest snow does fall after 7 or 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning. So it will be a first alert weather day through Wednesday morning. We could have some travel issues persisting. We'll watch for a system coming through on Friday. That one as well could become a first alert weather day. We'll keep the severe weather outlook there between low and moderate. Once that system moves through, turns bitterly cold, will be our first real taste of winter air. So here's your extended forecast in terms of temperatures. You're looking at upper 20s through Friday, and then the temperatures start to bottom out as we get into the next week. We may see highs staying in the single digits a week from today. But let's talk more about that storm system as it approaches. Snow showers ongoing through much of Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, northern Missouri into western Illinois. That is the snowfall that is going to be making its way into northeastern Wisconsin here later on tonight. So all is quiet right now. You don't have to worry about running into any of that snowfall. If you have anything going on this evening, any last minute plans in that regard, we are going to see the potential for You're looking at upwards of, like I said, 4 to 8 inches or more of snowfall. Here we are at midnight on First Alert Pinpoint Predictor, and we are going to see the snow start to arrive between midnight and 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So here we are at 2 a.m. just starting to get into Appleton and Green Bay. At first, the snow should be fairly light. Between 4 and 7 a.m., you'll notice a little bit of a lull, and then additional snow starts to overspread the area after that point. So it will be a coating to an inch or two at 7 o'clock, and then once the round of snow that overspreads the area here 7 to 9 a.m. starts up, the snow rate really picks up, and we will just be into that steady falling heavy wet snow around the Fox Valley and Lakeshore areas right through tomorrow afternoon. Evening commute 5:30, widespread snow ongoing. There likely will be some slippery roads around for the morning hours, but I would anticipate even bigger problems as we get into that evening commute. And you may have noticed those winds. Speeds there at the top of your screen, sustained 15, 25 miles per hour throughout the day. Gusts, especially late, could be upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour. So here is the snowfall map that I put together, and I'll show you the broad map that we've been showing as well, but this will give you kind of an idea of the ranges to expect in any one location. Appleton, Green Bay, 4 to 8 inches, 5 to 9 Oshkosh, 5 to 10 Fond du Lac, Sheboygan, Manitowoc. So the heaviest snow looks like it will be east and south of Lake Winnebago. Totals drop off as you start getting into the north woods up around Rhinelander and northern parts of Forest County. We may only see an inch or so of snow accumulation, so there is going to be a cutoff from north to south with this system as it moves into the region. So as it stands now, most of us stand to pick up at least 4 inches of snowfall. The map on your screen here shows the likelihood of a 4-inch plus snowfall, and you'll notice that high chance, 80% or more, encompasses just about all of southern and eastern Wisconsin. So this is going to be our first major snow system that we see this season, and as you saw right before I dug into the details with First Alert Pinpoint Predictor, this is going to be followed up in a few days by our first big cold snap of the season. So all that to say, it is going to be a First Alert weather day on Tuesday. We will continue to monitor the potential for travel issues. Of course, you want to check in right off the bat on Action 2 News this morning with Steve and Catherine just to see exactly where things stand as we go through the morning hours, but snow will continue to fall during the day. Road conditions deteriorate, and I would anticipate a very messy evening commute, probably worse than the morning commute, just given when the snow is falling, as we'll see some blowing, drifting snow, as well as just the slushy nature, this heavy wet snow. It's just going to stick to everything, and it will be a very difficult one to move, especially if you're doing it with the shovel as opposed to a snowblower.
Yes, not a great time to be on the roads, but there's a lot of children that are waiting with high anticipation, watching their screens for their school to show up so that they don't have to go in tomorrow. We're getting lots of cancellations coming in, so not the best time to be on the roads though, so make sure you proceed with caution if you're a driver and know.
Yes, I would say it's a good idea. If you don't have to be out, stay in. Obviously, the world doesn't stop running just because it's snowing. So if you do have to be somewhere, just give yourself plenty of extra time and plan accordingly, because roads are going to be slick and snow covered for sure. And that blowing snow will reduce the visibility at the very least. And we'll see those travel issues certainly mounting as we go through time.
Yes, we're definitely used to it here, but yes, be sure to drive very carefully over the next couple days. Well, thank you so much, David, and you'll have more tonight, the full forecast tonight on our 10 p.m. newscast, and we'll have more updates for you on all the other stories our reporters are working on tonight on our 10 p.m. newscast as well, so be sure to tune in, and thank you for watching.